Welcome back to a round two of this now hopefully going to be weekly series of me tasting through the portfolio of coffees for BlendingRoom to hopefully give you an indication as to what you may buy. Now, I'm going to try and keep these video things raw and unedited apart from me cutting out the slurp things. So this is maybe a little bit rambling, but I'm desperate to keep it under 10 minutes in total length. So that should be your expenditure of time, should you wish to commit to the video. Now, so what have we got on the table today? We have Pantano, we have the El Borbollon, Volcanitos or Volcancitos, San Lorenzo, a brace of those, Miwu and the Kinama Hill. Now, going forward, we have Pantano roasting this week. We have San Lorenzo roasting this week. But I do believe that the Kinama Hill and the Miwu are now spent. I have Borbollon roasting again this week. Excuse me, I'm just looking over to where the raw coffee is. And I believe the Volcanitos has gone as well. So active going forward, so roasting this week, Pantano, Borbollon and San Lorenzo. The other three coffees that I have, the Volcancitos, the Kinama Hill and the Miwu are gone, but I will discuss the roast batches that are still active on the website. So what I'm going to now do is just do a very quick pass through each of the coffees, have a quick explanation as to what flavor profiles you can expect. Maybe a discussion on how I brew. I will come to the discussion points that I've had over the market. San Lorenzo in the cup. Beautiful. Because there is a point of reference, RE, roasting and curating a coffee specific to bean to cup machines. I'll come back to that later on in the video. Anyway, so let's start with the Pantano. So there's lots of creaminess in this cup. There's an orange-like acidity, milk chocolate on the finish, really rounded, very creamy. Would probably go well with espresso if you like clean, crisp espressos. Super clean. El Borbollon. So this is roast batch 25596. The previous roast batch of the Pantano was 25591. So 25596 El Borbollon. I'll just go back at the cup. Sweet nut. Lots of sweetness, lots of caramel, chocolate on the finish. Very, very low acidity, rounded, almost no fruit at all. There's maybe a touch of orange. There's a little bit of like a gingerbready type of thing going on. But if you like coffees that don't have fruit complexities, the El Borbollon is for you. And this would be super well suited for espresso at home. Certainly for those folk who don't want fruit forward acidic coffees, El Borbollon is your one. So next, Volcanitos. Now, we're getting into the fruits. Lots of purple fruits. We've got fig on the bag. FYI, this is roast number 25597. I'm conveying these roast numbers because on the back of all of the bags, there will be a batch number. You may receive this batch. You can use the batch number to convey back to me at the roastery about whether you enjoy the coffee or not. It's just a useful point of reference. I, of course, have all the roast data, which you may have seen in some of the videos to do with the new coffee release, and I can convey that roast profile data back to you as well. Anyway, Volcanitos, or Volcancitos as it should be called, lots of autumnal fruits, sweet, fresh, more acidity than, say, the El Borbollon. Right, so next what we've got roast batch 25584 and 25585, so a brace of San Lorenzos. Okay, so both of these are really orangey, lots of bright acidity, very, very well suited for filter coffee. There's a good sweetness in there, but it is a fruit-forward coffee, a citric fruit-forward coffee. I've also got it on batch this morning, and on batch there's lots of syrupiness that comes through. So if you enjoy coffees that are fruit-forward, you brew predominantly by cafetiere, which I had on Sunday with my family, and you like filter coffee as well, this is the coffee for you. I would probably avoid this on espresso unless you like what I've described as a youthful espresso, so something with a lot of acidity. So next we have the Miwu. Wow, what a delight. Now this is quite creamy, interestingly, because the roast is incredibly light. This is batch 25598 for reference, and the last batch that we're shipping. Again, this is pretty autumnal, very, very sweet, light. Don't have this as espresso, have this as filter. Purple fruits with this, lots and lots of purple fruits, and it's sweet and like candy sweet as well. Filter batch, definitely AeroPress et al. Just avoid espresso. Why? Because it's so light bodied, you're going to get a relatively thin and limp cup. Okay, the last cup, the Kinama Hill, or Kinama, 25599. This is the last batch. I've maybe got no greater than 15 bags left. Did I tell you the time? 7:30-ish, Monday the 23rd of September. These tastings are only really relevant for a few days inside of the week commencing this release. So if it sounds like you like these coffees, get on it pretty quickly. Links for all of them will be below in the description, excuse me. And yeah, if I had a preference and I was on home espresso, bean to cup style machines, Borbollon. If I was picking anything for brewed coffee, filter style, citric leaning, San Lorenzo, autumnal, Miwu, or real sweet, go with the Kinama Hill. If I was brewing via cafetiere, I'd go Volcanitos or probably Borbollon, because I'd want lots and lots of sweetness in the cup. Now, 7 3/4 minutes. Okay, so point of reference. Lots of discussion at the market stall, Beverley every Saturday, FYI, about home espresso. Now, interestingly, the big man, James Hoffman, had done a survey of espresso brewing recently. So go and check out this video. I'll put a link to it below if you haven't heard of James Hoffman, industry professional. Go watch his channel. Lots of people, many percents of people have home espresso machines. So I am going to purchase a Sage, because that's a very widely accessible and widely used brand, a Sage espresso machine. Please, if you brew on a bean to cup espresso machine at home, could you do me the favor and write in the comments what make and model you use within the next few days? Let's call it until next Monday, because what I want to do is make a purchase of said machine and curate an espresso, a coffee that is specifically for bean to cup espresso machines. I will release that on a monthly basis to start with, and I will, because we don't have a huge amount of customers, I will execute one roasted batch that I will sell in its entirety before I then roast another batch, right? So each batch for me is about 40 bags. So it could be one a week, it might be one every week and a half, but what I do need to know is what style of machine. I will try and commit to a mid-budget machine, and I will also do my best to document that journey in this YouTube space. Anyway, 9.5 minutes, I'm going to try and keep this to 10. These are the coffees. I hope this was useful. Do let me know if there's anything else that I can discuss on this Monday edition of our portfolio. To review again, Pantano, Borbollon, Volcanitos, San Lorenzo, Miwu and Kinama. This has been me, and hopefully inside 10 minutes. Have a great day. Cheers.